Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Beardsworth Gonzalez Gymnasium on the campus of New Bedford High School, where tonight the New Bedford Cable Network is proud to present girls high school volleyball action. It's the homestanding Whalers of New Bedford High School taking on the Hilltoppers of Durfee High. Joe Cabral and Pete Braley with you tonight from the Beardsworth Gonzalez Gymnasium and the Ed Rodricks Court. It's senior night here in New Bedford. Seniors being honored here as two teams, Pete, who've had a bit of a tough go of it here in 2024. New Bedford at 4-10 and Durfee at 6-8.
That's right, Joe. Both teams are coming off a loss on Wednesday. New Bedford lost in straight sets to Brockton, 3-0. Ivy Meadows led the Whalers with 10 kills. Lily Gannett had 13 assists. Durfee lost to Bridgewater Raynham 3-1. In that game, Jocelyn Adorno had 14 kills. Mandy Ferreira had 6 service aces. The Whalers are 4-10, and they're trying to top their win total of last year when they won only 4. They are 2-1 in the Big Three. Durfee is 6-8. They are 0-3 in the conference. Brockton leads in the Big Three 3-1, so a win tonight would really help, it would help New Bedford tie Brockton in the Big Three at 3-1.
You can see the two teams here tonight, New Bedford and Durfee, Pete, will both have red tops.
A challenge for you.
Red jerseys here tonight.
And me. The only difference is what Durfee has black letters and New Bedford with the white. These two teams did meet about 3 weeks ago in Fall River, and New Bedford won that match 3-1. So I don't know what to expect tonight. As you said, both teams, struggling. We have 4-10 and 6-8. But maybe they're, on the same level. Maybe we'll have a good match.
You can see here, right alongside where we are doing the broadcast, we can see the seniors that are being honored here tonight with family members. So that's happening right off to our right. You can see Ava Kaplan there, number 18.
The Durfee seniors are being recognized. Casey Cavallo, Victoria Gomes, Jocelyn Adorno, Madison Ferrero, Zoe Mosok, Emily DePina, number 12, and one more, Reagan Gibney.
So quite a few seniors on the Durfee roster, Pete.
Tonight, we honor our dedicated seniors who have not only
7
on the court, but have also shown
in total.
leadership and sportsmanship throughout their high school careers. Each of these athletes have contributed to our
Little message about the MIAA before we introduce the New Bedford seniors. By the way, the power rankings were updated this morning. We'll have those for you in between games.
Number 2, Naraya Burgos.
Naraya Burgos.
With her family.
Glad they could make it. It was a 5:15 start, so.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, I'm sure, for many families to get here for 5:15.
This is not the last home game, so maybe it's because it's with a rival, Durfee, and it's Friday night.
Makes sense, Pete?
Number 14, Lily Garnett.
Lily Garnett. We've had the pleasure of covering Lily for a couple of years, and a softball player too, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Fine softball player.
And by the way, speaking of that, a happy birthday to Coach Harry Lowe. Today is his birthday. The football team has a bye week, so I don't know if they're working out today or not.
Number 8.
So Harry might have a day off.
This is Ava Kaplan.
Another softball player. And basketball.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll be starting up, what, the week after Thanksgiving, I think?
Winter season, sure.
Number 22, Steph Rodriguez, with her grandparents.
Stephanie Rodriguez. She's got a good showing, huh?
Yeah.
And Steph is the libero tonight. That's why she's in a different jersey.
Full family here. Parents, and I imagine some grandparents.
Number 34, Narissa Blevins, with her mom.
Narissa Blevins, number 34. She's the 5th senior to be recognized, and there's one more to go. So New Bedford with 6 on their roster to Durfee's 8 seniors.
Certainly veteran squads either way.
And speaking of veterans, we saw Neil Macedo is back on the sidelines for New Bedford High.
As part of the coaching staff, obviously a great head coach here for many years.
This is Leela Soto being recognized, the final senior. Yeah, from what we understand, Neil Macedo is here on an interim basis. He's working with Kiana Decker, coaching the girls program. I know Jeff Longo was the coach of the girls volleyball team for a number of years, but he recently became the assistant principal, so I guess he got a little more busy with his 9-to-5 job. Or 7-to-2 job, if
whatever the hours are. Okay, seniors that were honored here tonight. For Durfee, Casey Carvalho, Victoria Gomes, Jocelyn Adorno, Maddie Ferreira, Zoe Massat, Emily DePina, and Reagan Gibney.
First, the visiting team, Durfee, Hilltoppers.
there you see the Whaler
Starting lineups being introduced here now.
Number 1, Casey Cavallo.
Senior Casey Cavallo,
Avery Atunes.
Avery Antunes, a junior.
Number 4, Sarah Raposa.
Sarah Raposa, another junior.
Number 7, Riley Curran.
Riley Curran, another junior.
Number 8, Jocelyn Adorno.
Jocelyn Adorno, a senior.
Number 11,
Zoe Massat,
Musada. Number 13, Reagan Gibney.
and Reagan Gibney.
And now for the New Bedford Whalers. Number 2, Nariah Burgos.
Nariah Burgos,
Number 5, Belle Almeida.
Belle Almeida,
Number 12, Ivy Meadows.
Ivy Meadows, number 12.
Number 14, Lily Gannott.
Lily Gannett,
Number 22, Stephanie Rodriguez.
Stephanie Rodriguez, the libero.
Number 59, Maya Russell.
Maya Russell,
And number 38, Leilani Soto.
and Leilani Soto.
And now for the national anthem.
Crowds rising here for our national anthem. Our national anthem from the Beardsworth Gonzalez Gymnasium. Teams that were rivals and have been rivals. Cities that are rivals for many, many years. Durfee, Fall River versus New Bedford. You can see the level of excitement here at the gym tonight. Early start, so the crowd's still arriving, but plenty of noise from the two teams on the floor. Durfee will be in the red with black numerals, as Pete mentioned, and black shorts. New Bedford will be in the red with white numerals and black shorts.
They had an exciting JV game just before the varsity came out. It ended up tied 1-1, but Durfee won the second match 26-24. Went right down to the wire. Now, the reason they only played two, I guess, is what? Because we were coming up on the start time for the varsity game? I would assume.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, if you win two straight, then it's only three sets for junior varsity. So there's only 3 sets at junior varsity. So it's over if you win in 2 sets. But
this was 1-1, and it ended about 10 of 5.
Yeah, so maybe they agreed to let it be a tie, but that's not usually the case. Durfee here is serving to start it off this evening. This is Riley Curran.
And the floor judge just going over a few. I guess he wants to move a photographer back a little bit.
Curran serving. Middle of the floor, a tip. New Bedford is there. 5 for the Whalers is Almeida. Over safely, then Durfee on the outside. Both teams playing very conservatively. A kill will be credited to Sarah Raposa there. Pete, you just played it over, and New Bedford not there. So really not a kill. You get credited for it since it's a point in your favor. Curran serving. Garnett sets to the outside. Durfee was there. Played over by Sarah Raposa, number 4.
Oh, nice set.
Kept alive here by Durfee. Mostly defense being played here, as you can see, just playing the ball over. And then that
nice tap
overpass was handled by Maya Russell. She'll be credited with a kill on that overpass by Durfee.
Smart decision to go right down with it instead of trying to just get it over the net.
No question. That's Curran playing it over, and no one there for New Bedford. So a kill credited to Riley Curran, 2-1 in favor of Durfee.
Looked like Curran was just trying to get that to go, over her head to get it over the net, and it ended up dropping and a point.
Number 3 is Victoria Gomes. Service error. Point to New Bedford on the service line for the Whalers. It'll be Lily Garnett. Two apiece. Set number 1.
First serve for the Whalers.
Curran will set to the outside, and the block at the net. That was Russell.
Making her presence felt already with 1 block, 1 kill.
And the service ace for Garnett, 4-2 New Bedford.
Our first service ace of the evening.
New Bedford has also gone to the bench. Number 12, Ivy Matos, is in. Curran will set to the middle of the floor. It was handled there by Jocelyn Adorno. She could not put it away. Again, Adorno, middle of the floor. New Bedford is there. Back on the outside. Fine block there on a legitimate kill attempt from New Bedford's Matos. It was blocked, but the Whalers do end up with the point anyway, so fine work there by New Bedford. Durfee over safely. 22 for the Whalers is Rodriguez. That's Matos. It's out. Did strike it well, so you have to be encouraged by Ivy's style of play. That's a legitimate outside hitter for New Bedford.
Both teams seem evenly matched here in the opening minutes.
5-3 Whalers leading it. That's Adorno serving, and it's a service ace for Jocelyn Adorno.
Left-handed serve.
Yeah, can throw someone off. Spin is obviously different, Pete.
From the tall senior for the Hilltoppers.
Adorno serving. Knuckling serve that time. Garnett will set to the outside again. Matos off the block. That's a kill for Ivy Matos.
That's her first.
Stephanie Rodriguez on the service line. Bump set to the outside.
That's big by Rodriguez.
That was Gibney. Her kill attempt denied. Adorno from the back line, mishit one. Point to New Bedford, so the Whalers, Pete, out in front 7-4.
Just didn't time that one right. She kind of came down on it instead of launching it as a line drive or up. So point for New Bedford.
Rodriguez serving. Played over safely by Durfee. That's Matos on the outside. Played it middle of the floor. Adorno. And then
it's in.
Kill middle of the floor is good. That was Durfee's number 11, Zoe Massot.
Durfee getting contributions from a number of players here in the first match.
On the outside, again the kill attempt there from New Bedford's Matos. It's long, 7-6. Whalers lead it.
See how long it takes them to find their range on those shots.
Matos over safely. Curran sets to the outside for a tip. New Bedford is there. Middle of the floor. Again, Durfee was there. And then the block at the net by New Bedford's number 2, Naira Burgos. Ends up a point for New Bedford. Back in front, 8-6. Matos on the service line.
So no team's really made a run here yet.
Knuckling serve, fine serve there by Matos. It's Garnett. And then played over safely by Almeida. Block at the net. Go back to the outside, Almeida. It's good. Bell Almeida, first kill of the match. 9-6 New Bedford. Well, good serve there by Matos, but Durfee is there. That was played over by Gibney.
It's gonna
New
go out by
Bedford
the
can't
bench.
handle it, so that safe play by Gibney ends up resulting in a point for Durfee.
That'll send Reagan Gibney, one of the seniors, back to serve.
On the outside, Almeida didn't hit it particularly well, Pete, but just enough to get it over the blocker.
Hit them where they ain't, right? The old baseball slogan.
Long time saying.
But she pretty much put it where in no man's land, nobody was there. So another kill for Belle Almeida.
That's Maura McAvoy for New Bedford serving off the bench. Blocked at the net. Durfee is there. Rodriguez, Matos, played over by Almeida. Again, New Bedford is there. Go back to the outside, Almeida. It was close, but it's out.
It's going to be out. New Bedford is really on the ball with their blocking game tonight.
They've been solid so far, and they lead Durfee 10-8. That's a service ace. Comes from Casey Carvalho, the senior.
She had a good outing in their last game against Bridgewater Raynham at the service line. It was a loss to BR, but
serve is out. 11-9 Whalers.
That's the second service error tonight for Durfee, none yet for New Bedford.
New Bedford back to the bench. Kaplan will check in, and Naira Burgos checks out. And it's Ava Kaplan to the service line. Block attempt at the net was handled there by the Whalers. Oh, no, it's out. Oh no, it was good on the line. New Bedford trying to appeal that it was out, but it was not.
I think credit goes to Jocelyn Adorno.
Yes. Just placing it. Along the sideline.
See if we can see this.
Is Riley Curran serving for the second time. That's Adorno. New Bedford is there this time. Rodriguez. Outside, Almeida went with a tip. Durfee again there. That's Carvalho. Garnett sets to the outside. Almeida again. Curran was there. Somebody into the net. Number 5 for New Bedford. That's Belle Almeida. We're tied at 11.
Both teams playing very good defense here in the first set.
Point to New Bedford on the service error by Curran. Curran with a bump set to Adorno.
That's long.
And it's out. Point to New Bedford. I don't know if the scoreboard's right. I think New Bedford scored the last two.
Yeah, we have 13-11 on the screen.
Yep,
now
13-11. They corrected it. It's a service ace. That comes from New Bedford's Stephanie Rodriguez. First ace for Rodriguez. Oh no, check that. Number 5, Belle Almeida. New Bedford is there. That's Rodriguez. Now Garnett setting to the outside.
Trouble.
And the kill will be credited to Ivy Matos. Didn't hit it again particularly hard, but put it in a spot on the floor where the play was a little more difficult for Durfee. And New Bedford now with a 15-11 lead.
Excellent play by Stephanie Rodriguez, the libero for New Bedford.
Nice dig there by Matos. Plays it over safely. Rodriguez for New Bedford again. Matos. That's Carvalho for Durfee, the libero. Outside Matos. Again, Carvalho was there. An attempt there by Avery Antunes to just play it over.
Timeout by
was off.
Durfee.
And New Bedford leading at 16-11. Durfee as you mentioned, Pete, calling the timeout.
Explain once again, if you will, what a libero is. I mean, they're out there wearing a different colored shirt, and is it mostly defensive? But they can serve also, right?
Sure, they can do whatever, but they stay on that back line throughout their time on the floor.
So they
can sub in randomly. There's really no rules for them as far as subbing in. They don't have to sub in for the same player. They can sub in as they would. So you get a player who's really a defensive expert, but you can always have them on the back line and just use them however you would, substitute in and out.
You see the tall coach, it looks like there. That's Janice, what was the last name? Leo?
Leo. That's Janice Leo. She played for New Bedford and then went on to the University of Miami.
Played for the Miami Hurricanes.
That was Carvalho. Durfee playing it over. Oh, and it was good.
Wow.
New Bedford thought that was going long. But the point.
Let's see if we can
to
see this.
Durfee.
There's the shot. Oh.
Yes, oh, definitely in.
That looked in.
Oh, yes. And so Durfee with the point. This is Victoria Gomes serving for the Hilltoppers. That's Matos. And Garnett sets back outside to Matos. Just plays it over very conservatively.
Nice dig.
Rodriguez with a nice dig. Garnett. Almeida. Matos couldn't put it away. Riley Curran setting nicely for Adorno, but she could not finish. And there's Matos again. One of the longest points, if not the longest point of the match. Right, Reagan Gibney will end up scoring there as New Bedford had the issue. Had the violation, 16-13 Whalers. That's Victoria Gomes. Back on the outside.
Oh, what a shot.
A hammer that time from Matos, but Durfee was there. See if they go back to Matos again. They will. She goes for the...
So long.
She went for the... Oh, it deflected off a block. So the point to New Bedford. That's a kill credited to Matos.
Some great shots there. Let's look again. In a set, and then here we go with a powerful shot. And just off a fingertip, so a point for New Bedford.
I think that was off of Adorno. Rodriguez. Garnett plays the tip. Ball was too close to the net for a good set. There's Adorno. Whalers there. They go to the outside. Matos did not have a good run at it, so over safely. Almeida keeping it alive. Here's one to the back line to Curran. Riley Curran, normally the setter, so I don't think that's, when she's on the back line there, you don't want to have her trying to make a shot from there.
This is the closest to a run we've had all night so far.
18-13, yes. Off the ceiling. Of course, on your side, you can play it off the ceiling or off the rafters. But once it goes over to the other side of the floor and hits the ceiling, you've lost the point. Here's Garnett, 19-13 Whalers. Garnett on the outside. Matos went with the tip, couldn't put it away. That's Almeida. Garnett back to Matos.
Into the net. Ivy Matos just throw that one into the net, and a point for Durfee.
Hammer there from Adorno. That's a service ace for Jocelyn Adorno, her second. That was well struck, Pete.
Keep an eye on this serve from Jocelyn. The power behind this.
Jump serve. That one's long. (20-15), Whalers leading it.
Substitution now as
Naira Burgos comes back in.
she replaces Ava Kaplan.
There was a tip from Gibney, but New Bedford is there. Matos is there. That's Gibney. Whalers are there. Ball up to the ceiling, could not be handled by Rodriguez.
Yeah, you just don't know what kind of bounce you're going to get off that ceiling or off the Raptors.
Yes. And the speed of that, of the rebound, Pete. So depends how hard you've hit it up there. Of course, it's going to come down. What goes up must come down.
This is Madison Ferreira just in for this serve.
That's out. That's a service ace.
And an ace for Ferreira, her first note of the night.
Maddie Ferreira. Pete mentioned the aces she had in her last match. Barnett will set to the outside. And Matos went for the hammer, but it never got over the net. And New Bedford calls the timeout. 20-18, Whalers lead it. Set number one.
Whalers did have a 5-point lead, 18-13 at one point, but Durfee has worked their way back to now just trail by 2. I wanted to point out we've had a couple of calls tonight where the official said the ball was out, but our replay really made it look like it was in. The problem is during the regular season we have only the 2 referees. When we get into the playoffs is when you have a floor judge on each side.
Yes.
So only the judge at the net can see things, or the judge on the floor. And I can see how when it gets in those corners, it might be different.
It certainly could be a challenge. New Bedford leading in set number one, 20-18.
Crowd pumping him up on senior night.
That's out that time from Maddie Ferreira. That's why you call a timeout, Pete. We've seen it a zillion times. You ice the server more than not. This is Ivy Matos.
Just break up the momentum.
That's all you're trying to do. That's Gibney on the outside. New Bedford is there. That's Almeida. Curran sets to Gibney. Again, New Bedford there. Almeida tried to catch Durfee off guard. Could not. Gibney was blocked at the net.
Out. New Bedford's blocking game is really on target tonight.
It's been good. Gibney was denied a couple of times there on the outside. Hit the ball fairly well, but the Whalers blockers are there. Matos. New Bedford 3 points away from set number one.
2 points away. Oh no, it hit the net.
They'll say New Bedford into the net. New Bedford into the net. Whalers thought it was their point. New Bedford into the net, so the point to Durfee.
Sarah Raposa comes back in for Durfee.
13 is Reagan Gibney. That was Almeida. Whalers able to play it over safely. Curran sets to the outside. Matos was there. And Almeida over safely. Curran again to the outside.
Oh.
That time off the block, and the kill will be credited to Sarah Raposa, her second of the match.
Durfee will not go away here in the first match.
22-20 here in set number one. Gibney. Matos was there. Almeida over safely. Durfee is there. Raposa played it over safely. Almeida cross court. Durfee again there. Bump set from Garnett. No one there for New Bedford. Over just barely, but Curran was there to handle it. New Bedford keeping it alive. Critical point, and both teams are playing it that way. That was Garnett, and then over safely. Curran will set to the outside. Through the block, another kill for Sarah Raposa. Durfee to within one. 22-21, and New Bedford calls another timeout. Their second and final timeout here in set number 1.
You just saw Sarah Rodriguez try to dive for that, but was really not in position to return it. And it's a one-point game. New Bedford just not able to put them away tonight.
22-21. New Bedford leading it in set number 1. Durfee trailed in the set by as many as 5 points, but they've cut that down to 1 now.
And the Durfee players, you see them back on the court, they just want to get to it. They've got momentum going their way. They just want to score more points here.
You're right, Pete.
They need 4.
New Bedford will go to the bench and bring in number 10, Maura McAvoy. Everyone else remains the same. Here's Gibney serving. The senior, Reagan Gibney. Oh, that was out. Almeida almost played it. Almost played it, and that was well out. That was not like super close, but she was going to play it.
So that's one thing. In this first match, Durfee has 6 service errors. New Bedford has none.
Big difference, Pete. It's the difference on the scoreboard.
Rodriguez.
No, it's out. Diving attempt, but it was out. 1 point, New Bedford lead.
What's Sarah here? A great dig, but just too much on it. You see she's upset.
On the outside, Almeida. Oh, she just found a void in the middle of the floor. Again, did not strike it that well, but now has 3 kills and has New Bedford at set point.
She's got 3 kills tonight, and I don't think either one of them has been your stereotypical kill, but they have accomplished points, and now the final timeout for this first match. This is by Durfee.
Maya Russell checks back in for the Whalers. They lead at 24-22. It's set point.
That's Neil Macedo, who was the head coach here at New Bedford High for, I think I read, 36 years.
Amazing.
2 state championships.
Yes. Tremendous coach. Able to provide some insight here. It certainly will help.
He's back on an interim basis, it says. But you can see, still loves the game, coaching kids.
It's hard for a coach to retire, Pete.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I think sometimes they do, thinking like, well, it's time. And then once they do, they say, I don't know. Terry Francona.
They usually, I know he's back with, never saw that coming.
Yeah, you thought when he left Cleveland, that was it. He was getting tired, and nope. So leaving Cleveland was not all his decision, apparently.
All right, match point.
New Bedford with a chance here to take set number 1.
Set point, I should say.
On the outside, Whalers Kaplan was there, played over by Almeida. Riley Curran sets to the outside. Almeida and Russell played it over safely. Curran again to the outside.
Oh. I wonder if that would have gone out.
Yeah, it looks like it was out from here. A diving attempt there by Lelani Soto. I don't know if that was out.
And it's hard to tell.
On the replay, our cameras are on this side of the floor, so 24-23, another set point for New Bedford. Garnett was set to the outside to Almeida. Curran was there. Another chance for New Bedford. Almeida, that's off the antenna.
Oh, no.
The point to Durfee.
Cannot hit the antenna. So now we're in a must-win-by-2 situation.
24 apiece. Set number 1, Garnett with a tip that was blocked at the net by Adorno. Now Durfee has a set point with Riley Curran on the service line. Durfee coming all the way back, down by as many as 5 points, and then serve it into the net.
Tied once again.
It's going to be 1 or 2 plays here that make the difference. New Bedford hands it right back with a service error.
That's their first one of this set. And now a set point once again for Durfee, and serving will be junior Sarah Raposa.
She's had 3 kills here in the first set. Russell was there.
There it is.
But the overpass and the put away by Jocelyn Adorno, and Durfee wins set number 1, 27-25. Wow. Came all the way back, down by as many as 5, Pete.
Yeah, you saw Jocelyn go up and use that left hand for the kill that wins set number 1, 27-25 for Durfee. Well, coming into the match, we had the 4 and 10 Lady Whalers and the 6 and 8 Durfee Hilltoppers. Kind of thought it might turn into a match like this. And we definitely had a lot of action, a lot of volley, a lot of defense.
Long first set.
Excellent blocking by the Whalers, and they just come up short.
The first set went over 40 minutes.
That is quite a while for a volleyball set.
Yep. Yes, it is.
So the MIAA Power Rankings are out. I believe they update them twice a week. It's Tuesday and Friday, I believe. So this morning they updated the rankings. And for volleyball in Division I, New Bedford High is ranked 36th and Durfee is 40th. Again, they have a better record, but they're lower. It's mathematics and formulas.
Yes, exactly.
So the top 32 teams make it to qualify for the playoffs, and you can also qualify with a 500 record. In field hockey, New Bedford is 36. Durfee is number 20 in field hockey. In football, only the top 16 qualify, and you must have at least 3 wins. New Bedford right now is 19th. Again, the top 16 go in. New Bedford is 1 and 4 though, so they would have to win 2 more games, right, during the regular season to have at least the 3. Durfee is 25th. Oop. And that just took out our monitor.
Our monitor gets sent flying here.
All right. For boys soccer, New Bedford is ranked 42nd. And Durfee is ranked 32nd. And girls soccer, New Bedford High is ranked 47th and Durfee is 43. So that's your most recent power rankings.
We stayed on the air, Pete.
I just keep going and wait for someone to tell me to stop.
Yeah, exactly. No, you did well. We stayed on. It was just, you just like you're a total professional.
Hey, there you go. So we got everything back in its place. We have readjusted the duct tape. You know, It's funny, I really should have been paying more attention because I heard about a scorer during warm-ups at a game recently. This was at Norton High School. Not really, just a sharp, maybe from a serve. And again, this was during warm-ups. Went to the scorer's table and hit the scorer right. Her glasses saved her from getting a more severe injury.
Oh, wow.
There. They were telling me because the hitting the glasses kind of dispensed the force of it or whatever. So the glasses didn't survive, but she did.
Okay,
So,
yeah, it's good to hear.
so if you're ever walking in a gymnasium during warm-ups, pay attention.
Yeah, be careful. So New Bedford led throughout the first set, virtually all the way through the set, and lost it down the stretch. So let's see how they play here and respond in set number 2.
Volleyball.
That's another kill that will be credited to Sarah Raposa. Just played it over.
She has 4 on the night.
Another service error from Riley Curran. Back-to-back service errors for her. She did it late there in set number 1, even though her team was able to overcome that.
Durfee had 7 service errors in that first match. Ended up winning though.
2-1 New Bedford.
This is Lily Gannett back to serve.
That set was off the mark, and it's another point for New Bedford. 3-1. Whalers leading it here in set number 2.
See if they can build on this. They really need this after losing a close match in the first set.
Blocked at the net. Durfee keeps it alive. McAvoy set for Russell. She could not finish it. Well, that's in.
It's in.
Over the top. And New Bedford could not get there.
So we'll see if Durfee can rally back and tie this up.
Three to 2, Whalers leading it here in set number 2. Not sure what the delay is about, but we're ready to go now. Another service error from Durfee. It's amazing that they won that first set, Pete.
Yeah, with 7 service errors.
They already have 2 here in set number 2.
They won the first match, first set 27-25.
Those are free points. You're just giving some free points away.
Right.
Point to New Bedford. Reagan Gibney couldn't get to one right at the net. A little bit of hesitation on her part. Here's Stephanie Rodriguez, the libero for New Bedford. Into the net by Gibney. So Durfee playing exactly the way they played at the beginning of set number 1. Somehow they came from behind. But they've given New Bedford a 4-point lead here early on. That's Gibney.
Kept
Garnett
alive.
got it to Almeida. Gibney, Garnett, Matos, but just playing it over safely. No one with a kill attempt here at all. Then Rodriguez could not handle that one from Adorno.
Yeah, a little bit of too much on that one.
Take a look, Pete.
See Stephanie Rodriguez will try to return this, but as you see, just go out of bounds.
Adorno serving. Matos. Matos. Garnett. Back on the outside to Matos. Blocked. Go back to her again. That time she gets the kill.
I have this as her third kill of the night, and just too much to handle for Durfee.
7-3 Whalers.
And now Matos is back to serve.
Garnett. McAvoy sets to the outside.
Oh, the antenna.
Almeida into the antenna again. Durfee with a substitution, bringing in Natty Ferreira, their service specialist. Gibney, but it was handled by Matos. Oh, it was Garnett with Burgos, both of them together, and it resulted in neither one really getting it.
Yeah, a little lack of communication there, not realizing what your teammate would do. Oh,
the service ace. Again, Ferreira, Pete. Second.
Natty Ferreira just having a great night from the service line.
Barnett to the outside. Almeida was blocked at the net. Ball ricocheting off the rafters. That's Garnett. Almeida, Matos safely. Durfee's Gibney. Left
She
it
struggled
short.
at the net.
Yeah, it's been a little bit inconsistent. This is number 10, Maura McAvoy. Too much on that one for Maura. She'll sub out for Leilani Soto. Garnett will set to the outside. Almeida, no one there for Durfee. 9-7 the Whalers.
Kill number 4 for Belle Almeida. See how she goes up here and just puts it right in front. Unable to get the dig was Gibney.
Ava Kaplan serving. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it was inside the line. That was right in front of us.
And there was some sound effects with that. It sounded like she went, ooh.
Yeah.
And let's watch it here down
Should
the line.
come right to the camera. And
we couldn't hear the sound effects, but perfectly executed down the line. I believe that was Sarah
Soto.
Raposa. Oh, it was.
No, I mean Soto that had the sound effects.
Yes. Raposa. It was good. Almeida over safely. Durfee is there. That's Carvalho. Now Almeida with the tip.
Nice dig by Soto.
With a diving dig, but all for naught. Point to Durfee. They've tied it at 9.
See, Soto makes a great dig here, but then they just can't get it over the net.
Casey Carvalho serving. Durfee again has come from 4 points down. And then Carvalho couldn't come up with a dig there.
See, they just couldn't get the dig, and a point for the Whalers.
That's a service ace.
First one of the night for Stephanie Rodriguez. I'm sorry, was that Belle Almeida?
It was Pete.
Her
Belle
second.
Almeida.
Her second.
Oh, Durfee able to keep it alive. Fine play there by Riley Curran.
Oh!
Then a well-placed ball there, and the point to Durfee. Watch it here.
You see, Curran is able to get this ball.
Just middle of the floor, no one there.
Yep.
Caught them off guard. Barnett to the outside. Matos hammered it, and a dig by Carvalho, and that's a point to New Bedford. Another kill for Ivy Matos. The best pure striker on either side. That was just drilled.
So Ivy they could not return that over the net. Just went over towards their bench and then stayed out of play over near the scorer's table.
Garnett. Then into the net. Durfee has these lapses, but somehow
stays in it.
Yes. You're watching them and saying, oh, how are they going to beat New Bedford? And then all of a sudden, the score is tied again.
Oh,
like
ace.
Right there, no one responding to that serve. It's a service ace for Lily Garnett. 4-point Whaler lead.
It caught a piece of the net, but I don't think that really deflected it much.
No. Garnett. That's Carvalho. Curran. Durfee just plays it over. Matos on the outside, went with the tip. Durfee is there. Carvalho plays it over safely. Or check that, Raposa. That's Matos. That was Carvalho off the tape. And Carvalho could not get back.
That ball was probably going to stay in, too.
Yes, it was. 5-point New Bedford lead. They had a 5-point lead in set one. Service error.
That's the third of the night, second of this set for New Bedford.
Rodriguez. Garnett will set to the outside to Matos. Carvalho was there.
Oh.
Off the tape. Gibney, Reagan Gibney, just played it over by doing it all off the tape. And that just caused the ball to fall on the other side.
Durfee only trails by 3.
Garnett outside Matos, blocked, hit the antenna, point to New Bedford.
That'll send Rodriguez back to the service line. Mariah Burgos has returned for the Whalers.
Bump set to the outside. Matos. New Bedford back up by 5. 17-12.
Neither team has yet to use a timeout in this game.
Rodriguez. Adorno. 17-13 Whalers.
Adorno here. Left-handed kill shot. And she picks up kill number 4.
She has played well for Durfee. She's serving. It's a good serve from Adorno. That's Matos. And another kill for Ivy Matos.
She's having a game here. 4 kills in this set. She's got 6 on the night. Just watch for number 12 in the corner there, and she just puts it where they ain't.
Good serve there from Matos. And that's out. New Bedford with a 6-point lead, 19-13. And Durfee will call a timeout.
Timeout called by Durfee coach Kelly. Is it Bolio?
Yes, Bolio.
She's the head coach for the Hilltoppers. Kiana Decker, the coach for the Whalers, being assisted by former head coach Neil Macedo, who, as I said, is back on an interim basis. And someone who retired in 2018 after coaching 36 years and won 2 state championships.
Okay, so if you take 2018, let's see, that's 1982.
I need my calculator.
He started coaching in 1982.
Wow. And you said you covered a number of his games.
Oh, for years. I mean, not back in 1982, but starting around. We started covering volleyball, if I remember correctly, around 2003 or so, 2004, something like that. And they just had a juggernaut program. New Bedford, on both the boys and the girls side of things. Steve DeRossi with the boys. He did it for over 20 years. And then Neil Macedo for 36 years.
It's one thing I've noticed about New Bedford High sports. There's not a lot of turnover in the coaching ranks.
Oh, there certainly was not. Point to Durfee. Striking it twice, New Bedford on their side of the floor. I don't know which player, but someone did.
I was going to say that I think that 6-point lead was the largest lead New Bedford has had tonight. Now down to 5.
Matos was there. Point to New Bedford. Mara McAvoy headed to the service line.
Back to a 6-point lead.
Oh, that's a great serve from McAvoy. Knuckling action.
Trouble.
Back corner.
Now, can you play it off the backboard?
Yes.
You can, huh?
On your side of the floor, you can. Those are considered parts of what's in play.
Sarah Rodriguez, number 22, only able to get one hand on that. It did not go in the direction she wanted.
That's Garnett setting to the outside. Almeida, but Durfee is there.
Nice block.
3 Durfee players, maybe 4, all in the area, just like, oh, none of us got it.
Let's see if we can see this nice block. Yes. And then
Pete,
4 players.
The old school saying for that is it's the old Alphonse and Gaston routine. I have it, no, you have it, no, neither of us have it.
So a nice block by Lily Gannett. And then just 4 players around the ball, but nobody went for it. Oh, what a play by Durfee.
Russell played it over earlier. That time she could not. Point to Durfee. Still down by 5.
Watch this. They keep it alive.
But
nice dig. Going to go back and forth. But then they can't play it as it goes into the net.
This is Casey Carvalho. Matos, Garnett played it over. Adorno was blocked at the net.
Still alive.
just one of the better points. That's Rodriguez. That's Garnett. Played over by Almeida. Curran, middle of the floor. Adorno. Garnett was there. That's Almeida. This is a big point. Off the block. And the kill for Sarah Raposa.
There was a lot of good action in that play, including a great block by Maya Russell, but then Maya just could not block that one. And a timeout for New Bedford.
Yeah, this is when Durfee made their move in set number 1. Down 21-17.
A look at the schedules for both teams. That's it for this week, as this is being played on Friday, the 11th of October. The Whalers are actually off until Thursday, the 17th of October, when they host Bishop Stang for a 4 o'clock game. Then on Saturday, the 19th, they host Somerset Berkeley at a 12:15 contest. And they wrap up the regular season Thursday, October 24th at Taunton with a 5:15 game. For Durfee, they play again on Tuesday. They will be at Somerset Berkeley on the 15th, and then they play Friday. So 2 games next week. Friday, they host Apponequet on August 18th at 5:15. Regular season ending the week of the 24th, the end of that week, and then we'll see about the tournament rankings.
21-17. New Bedford leading Durfee. Obviously every point here critical for Durfee. Again, as I mentioned, this is when they turned it around in set number 1. Carvalho. Almeida had a hard time handling that ball. New Bedford able to recover. That's Adorno off the block. Another Durfee point. Another kill for Jocelyn Adorno.
When she has the time, she is lights out with that left-handed kill shot. Here we go. Nice set. And she just gets it by the block of Maya Russell.
Carvalho, oh, hit one long. New Bedford needed that desperately, a free point. You could tell that the callers were tightening a little bit on the New Bedford side of the floor.
That's 10 service errors on the night, so 10 points given up by Durfee on serves.
Hard to win with that. And that's Raposa into the net, one of the rare times she's made a mistake. Now New Bedford in control here, 23-18. Raposa. Soto was there. Garnett plays it over. That's Raposa. Rodriguez was there. Garnett again just playing it over. Adorno. Matos was there. Back to the outside. Matos. And then out.
Match point.
24-18. Set number 2. New Bedford trying to even it at a set apiece. Here's Belle Almeida.
She touched it.
Yes. Madison Ferreira played it. It ends up being a service ace for Almeida. And New Bedford takes set number 2, 25-18.
That ball was going out.
Looked like it, Pete.
But it was touched.
You can see, yep, looked like it was going long. She didn't get a lot of it, but just enough to say, oops.
Madison Ferreira just touched it, so a point for the Whalers. And we're going to play at least 4 tonight. Durfee won the first set, 27-25. New Bedford comes back 25-18. And it'll be very interesting to see how that third set opens up. Teams will switch sides.
Big baseball game tonight, Pete.
Which one is that? We got
Dodgers and the Padres.
Dodgers.
Game 5.
I'm surprised it went that way, but the history the Dodgers have of just being,
Great regular
choking
seasons
in that first round.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way you explained it. That's pretty much the reality.
I have a coworker who grew up in New York, so he is a Mets fan, not a Yankees fan, hates the Yankees. So I've kind of adopted the Mets as my team here in the playoffs. Also had a chance to go to Citi Field back on Labor Day.
I've been there.
To see the Red Sox play the Mets.
Very nice.
Very nice park. And very easy to get into and around.
Yeah, and not hard to get out of. If
No.
you park way to the back, well, that's what I did at least. Park way to the back, so you look like where the exits are. Instead of trying to be like, I want to be up front real close.
Right,
It's like, no,
right.
I want to be way to the back where the exit is so that you can get out to the car. And even if there's a line of cars, you're so close to the exit, somebody's going to let you in and you're going to get out.
We were parked up front. I used the handicap lot, and what I really liked was I got a spot in the handicap lot. I walked across an access road. I walked in a
Okay.
gate, went up an escalator, and my seat was right there.
Wow.
There was a little bit of traffic getting out, but really not that bad. The only issue that we made, we'll never do this again, we drove to New York on Labor Day. So you can imagine the traffic trying to get through Connecticut with everybody traveling home from the Labor Day weekend on 95 South. Lesson learned, not to do that again.
No.
Next year, we're hoping to see, my wife and I are trying to, see all the parks. And, oh,
Here
look
we
at this
go.
fan. I have never been able to do that. You?
A little bit, not like that, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, he's got it down pat.
Oh, there we go. All
There
right.
you go, doing it with a volleyball.
So next year we hope to go to Arlington. Have you seen the Rangers? Because I know you do travel to Texas for
Yeah, I'm
business.
down there a lot. I've never gone to their park.
Well, I am going. We have family down there, so I am going to see my grandson in March. And the Red Sox open the season
Oh, wow.
in Texas.
Okay.
I think March 27, 28, 29. So we're
Okay.
hoping to maybe go from Corpus Christi to Dallas, see a game, stay overnight, and then come home.
Great way to do it, Pete.
So I met a lady at the Mets game. She sat in front of me, and she said, my husband and I are trying to see all the parks. I said, oh, so are we. She said, we have 3 more to go. How about you? I said, 25.
Yep. I had a coworker who was looking to do that. I'm sure he's probably done it by now. That was years ago. He would go with his wife. There you can see the junior varsity squad trying to cheer on New Bedford here in set number 3.
Be curious to see how the Whalers come out. A good answer in that second set after dropping the first one 27-25. They won 25-18.
Riley Curran serving for Durfee. Almeida, but Curran was there. That's Adorno. It's out. They'll say no deflection there. Point to New Bedford.
He's got such power on those shots.
Lily Garnett serving for the Whalers. On the outside,
Oh,
a
went the wrong
mishandle
way.
there by Almeida.
Sarah Rodriguez.
A point apiece.
Matos puts the rope line back.
Here's Sarah Raposa. Matos on the outside.
Oh!
Point to New Bedford. Another kill for Ivy Matos.
I think she's leading the Whalers with kills.
She is, Pete.
7 on the night.
That's what I have.
Rodriguez back to serve.
Stephanie Rodriguez. Curran sets to the outside for Gibney. And it's good.
It's in.
It's 2 apiece here early in set number 3.
Watch the power on this serve.
That's out. 3-2 Durfee. You mentioned Jocelyn Adorno's serve has some topspin action on it. Not a knuckling serve at all. You can see it off the tape that time. Matos was set up perfectly. Ball was close to the net for Ivy Matos, and she was able to hammer it home.
She is very comfortable in that corner. As you see, Ivy.
Gibney on the outside, long.
Let's see if the Whalers can put a little run together here. Nice dig. Into the net by Almeida here, number 5. Oh no, a little putback. Nice block and a putback by Emily DePina.
4 apiece. Durfee on the service line here now with number 9, Madison Ferreira. Wow.
Don't see that too often from her.
No, she's the specialist that they bring in to serve, so Durfee a little surprised there. Maura McAvoy.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
A knuckling serve, Pete.
Like slow motion, wasn't it?
A knuckling serve that went cross court and very shallow. You almost never see anything like that, as Pete said. It was kind of like slow motion. That was regular speed, but let's watch it. I don't know if we'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
That one a lot harder by McAvoy. This is Garnett setting to Matos, who just plays it over. That's Rodriguez. That's McAvoy. And then over by Almeida. On the outside, Gibney. It's out. Another point to New Bedford. Whalers leading at 7-4.
Durfee coach Boyer can't believe that. She's looking at the...
Like, really?
Yeah.
She's kind of like looking at the floor, judging. Like, really?
It was right in front of you.
Gibney over safely. That's Almeida.
Oh,
That'll
nice
be a
shot.
kill for Belle Almeida.
Watch
Bedford
this.
leading it 8-4.
Almeida. And she gets credit for the kill because they just were not able to return that one.
And no blockers there, Pete. Blocked by Burgos.
Great play by Naraya. Notice her block here, number 2. Just able to put that back.
9-5 New Bedford. 9-4 New Bedford over Durfee. That was nearly an ace
I know.
by McAvoy.
I think they're saying New Bedford hit it twice.
Yeah, violation there against New Bedford. And everyone's looking like, what? Okay, you can see the hand action there,
Yeah,
and Nelson Macedo saying, no, come on. He's not happy. You could tell he had to go behind the other coaches. You saw the referee give the signal.
2 taps on the ball.
And it's out. I'm sure if Nelson was still the head coach, he had to sit down. He's sitting down, crossing his legs and trying to smile because he's like, no. I'll tell you a story in a minute.
All right. Trouble. Again, Burgos.
So it's New Bedford up here 10-6. But when we first started doing the matches, there were still side outs for a few years.
Okay.
So it was side outs. You could only score on a side out when you were serving.
When you were serving.
You were serving. The scoring was different at that point. I believe it was only the 15 because of the side outs.
That's
Ball
it.
is good. 11-6. And so we were doing our telecasts probably the first year. And, you know, we came to a game and I went over to talk to Nelson. He said, you know, they used to call that what you're calling, that's what they used to call it. A dink was the tip.
Okay.
Call it a dink.
Yep.
And he said, now they call it a tip. So it just proved that they were watching our telecast because I was calling it a dink at that point, and he was saying, well, now, no, they don't call it a dink anymore. They call it a tip. I'm like, okay, from there on, we've called it a tip. But that was from Nelson way back.
Here you see Nelson Macedo.
12-6, New Bedford leading it here. Yeah, that call he did not like that call. He went out in front of the other coaches and then said, well, I'm just here as an interim, like, helper, I guess. And he went and he back, sat down and crossed his legs and smiled.
So that tall coach was Janice Lato, who's back with the team after graduating from New Bedford High and playing down at Miami, being a Miami Hurricane. The shorter coach just to her left, that's Kiana Decker.
Yes.
And she's calling the shots here. But she's got the great mind of Neil Macedo to advise her.
12-6, Whalers lead it. They've done this in all 3 sets. Been out in front substantially early on and then have kind of let Durfee back in. In fact, in set number 1, they let them back in a little too much. Durfee ended up taking the set. That's Kaplan serving. She hammers that one. On the outside, that was Raposa with a kill. Sarah Raposa. She has 6.
New Bedford has had a great night blocking, but just could not do it on that point, so credit to Raposa.
It's Carvalho serving. Carvalho was there for the dig. That's Raposo into the net.
And the Whalers go up by 6.
That's Almeida serving. Current to the outside to Raposa.
Trouble.
Russell tried for the block, and then as it was going over, she reached back, and it actually threw off the timing of
I think
her teammate who would have made a play.
I think she mistimed the block.
Yes.
And then trying to react, threw off her.
You see it here, the block, it goes over the block, then she just reaches back when someone would have been there for New Bedford. It looked like it would have been Soto. Matos, but Curran was there. That's Raposa. Matos, Carvalho. A little bit of a collision there for Durfee, but they kept it alive. Russell blocked there by Russell. Oh, she puts one away.
Nice.
Maya Russell.
Her second kill of the night. Watch her here. She goes up and just hammers that down.
Yeah, struck it well. Lily Garnett serving. Go into the net.
That's the fourth service error of the night for New Bedford, the first of this set.
Matos into the net. 14-10, New Bedford leading Durfee.
Durfee fighting back from a 6-point deficit at one time.
Garnett to the outside. Matos. Another block. Durfee with 3 consecutive points. 14-11. And New Bedford calls a timeout. So the Whalers here don't want to let Durfee back into this third set, a critical set. Obviously, whoever wins set 3, Pete, is in position to take the match in 4 sets. And New Bedford has struggled after taking big leads right around midway through each set, and then toward the end of the set. Right now, it's 14-11, New Bedford over Durfee, and the timeout called by Kiana Decker, hopefully to freeze the server for Durfee.
Durfee looking for a little revenge here after losing to New Bedford 3-1 back on September 18th in Fall River. So this one is all tied at a set apiece, and Durfee is mounting a comeback here.
So I don't know how many of the modern day players, I mean, it's not that long ago when side outs were in play.
Right.
So it was early 2000s. We'd have to look up when it changed. But you could not score a point unless you were serving. So that meant you had to have the ball after a side out.
It made for some long games,
long,
I would think.
long. Without points.
Right, right.
Garnett will set to the outside. Matos had to go for a tip. Durfee is there. And then the ball too close to the net for Avery Antunes to get there. Whalers got what they wanted after the timeout.
And Rodriguez will go back to serve. She's had a great night on defense.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Now we have a question. I believe this is Lily Garnett is speaking to the chair umpire.
Not sure what this could be about. They just got a point. Nope, now he's got to go over.
She's going to explain it to
Kiana
Coach
Decker.
She wanted an explanation about something.
Curran sets it for Adorno. That's out. New Bedford up by 5, 16-11. Rodriguez. Oh, bad set there, no one there. Another point to New Bedford.
So the set came down on the Durfee side of the net.
Yes, and no one there.
Blockers went up for New Bedford, but they didn't have to do anything. It never made it over.
No, 17-11. Curran to Adorno, that's out.
She
So
said
this
two
is
of those.
the biggest lead of the night. 7-point New Bedford lead. They've led by as many as 6, but now they're up by 7. Chance for New Bedford here. Garnett on the outside.
Nice.
Matos off the tape. 19-11.
Was that Almeida with the kill?
Matos.
Number 12, Ivy Matos. Just having her night.
Curran sets to Gibney on the outside. New Bedford is there. Again, Matos.
No.
That time into the net.
Ivy Matos with 9 kills on the night, and now
Jocelyn
serve.
Adorno.
Oh. Durfee has struggled at the service line tonight.
Indeed they have.
12 service errors.
Almeida could not put one away.
What are we going to call
Point to New Bedford.
Yeah, that just looked wrong, didn't it?
And it was.
Even the players, it seems they were standing there going, what?
No, that's not right.
What?
Matos serving. New Bedford up by 9 here.
Oh, what a dig, but it's out.
But it's out.
Nice attempt there by Ivy Matos, I believe. You'll see number 12 go down here. Nice dig, but as you see, it goes out of bounds.
This is Maddie Ferreira. Almeida. Durfee was there.
Could not catch up to it.
Back to a 9-point New Bedford lead, 22-13.
That's long.
Maura McAvoy that time. Too much on it. Reagan Gibney. Played over nicely by Rodriguez. Gonna go back on the outside.
Oh, well, miscommunication there.
Yes, Almeida was waiting for the ball to come down. Needed to get it at its apex.
I don't know if Burgo being so close to her threw her off.
22-15, Gibney. Oh, Durfee was nearly caught that time, but got back. On the outside, Almeida, Durfee there. That's Raposa.
Oh. Watch for a timeout here.
Didn't get all of it. Still up by 6. I would say maybe after this one, if Durfee gets another point here, Pete.
Just able to get that over the front line in front of the back line.
Five-point lead. New Bedford led by as many as 9.
Both teams have one timeout remaining.
Big point here. Durfee's making a run. That's out. 22-18. There was a song that Aerosmith sang, same old song and dance.
Yes, yep.
Into the net. New Bedford has now coughed up 6 of their 9-point lead.
And a
They're going to
timeout.
call the timeout now.
Kiana Decker.
They
calls
led by
timeout.
as many as 9 here late in this set. The lead is down to 3.
Got to give Durfee credit for chipping away, getting back into it here. New Bedford, they are making a couple of mental errors here in this third set, so we'll see how they come out of this timeout.
You call a timeout here, you're just hoping that maybe the timeout will freeze the server and you get a cheap point, because New Bedford needs it right now.
You see Coach talking to Lily Gannett, Belle Almeida sitting down there. Also Soto sitting down.
This would be devastating. If you lose a 9-point lead late, it's almost unheard of.
And what does that mean for Durfee going into the fourth set?
Yeah, more momentum. But Durfee's played, unfortunately, they played the same way every set. Like, oh well, okay, it's time that we better start playing better.
Right. So Gibney is still serving. This is Reagan Gibney, a senior.
Keeps it in play. Barnett, Almeida, Durfee was there. Played over by Raposa.
Trouble.
And no one there for New Bedford. Rodriguez had to come over to the corner, could not make the play.
You watch this, it's just gonna go behind Rodriguez, and she can't, I don't know if she was caught flat-footed or didn't expect it.
The service ace for Gibney. Durfee has come back from a 9-point deficit to be down by 1. Oh my goodness, Pete.
Did not expect this a few minutes ago.
Now New Bedford really almost doesn't want to even have a ball that they have to handle. Everyone playing it extra careful here. Garnett. Oh, block at the net.
And pumped up is number 12, Emily DePina for Durfee.
And that's the first time we've seen her. And
I
she
believe
comes
you're
up
right.
with a block. We're tied at 22. Gibney still serving. Almeida on the outside. Durfee kept it alive, but the point to New Bedford finally. They get Gibney off the service line. 23-22 Whalers.
And I would think the pace of this game, that must be taking something out of these girls too. I would think it's been a very intense match. It's been
Stress
close,
level.
except for this one. It's been within 2 points for the whole night.
Ava Kaplan will check in. New Bedford up by 1. To service ace for Kaplan.
And now it's
Another key point for New Bedford. They needed that desperately. Ace for Ava. 24-22. New Bedford with a set point. She hammers it. Durfee is there. Curran over safely. That's Kaplan. Garnett. Almeida was blocked.
oh. They're not going quiet.
Durfee stays alive. 24-23. Carvalho on the service line.
You see, they just get all over the place.
JC Carvalho. Garnett over safely. Adorno.
Oh, double hit. And we're tied.
24 apiece. Carvalho. Garnett will set middle of the floor to Russell. Durfee is there. That's Almeida
Into
into the net. Durfee 25, New Bedford 24. Set number 3. Conservative play here by both squads. Russell into the net, and Durfee comes from 9 points down in set number 3 to beat New Bedford 26-24. Wow.
I echo your wow. And it'll be curious to see how the Whalers respond coming into the 4th match here. They let that one slip away. Durfee pretty much played error-free volleyball.
Yeah, down the stretch, but again, they let the first set slip away, Pete. New Bedford could have won this today in 3 sets. They were ahead by 5 at various points in set number 1, including down the stretch. They lost that lead. And then here in set number 3, almost, I don't know if I've ever seen that, being ahead by 9 points, because all you need to do is just get a point here or there. When you're ahead by 9, you just can't have an extended run.
Which is what they gave up to Durfee. So in another 2 minutes plus, we'll see how the Whalers come out and respond. I'm sure that's something Coach Kiana Decker's talking to them right now about how you got to turn the page, right? We hear that so much in football and with the major sports. A lot more difficult when you're 16 or 17 years old to turn the page.
Momentum, yes, Pete.
A look at the other New Bedford High sports, and we'll see how they're doing this year. Field hockey is 5-5-2. They play Bridgewater Raynham today. I've not seen the score. They host Durfee next Friday, the 18th. Football's on a bye week. They are struggling this year. They're at 1-4. They host Bridgewater Raynham on Saturday, the 19th at 1 in the afternoon. Boys soccer, you ready for this? They've had 7 ties.
Yes, we were there yesterday. They tied 0-0.
Boys soccer is 4-3-7. And they host Old Rochester Saturday, the 12th at noon. They're on the road next week at Durfee and then Diamond. And girls soccer struggling at 1-11. They host Durfee on Tuesday the 15th and then play Diamond on Friday. I believe that's the 18th. So, and volleyball 4-10. They are 2-1 in the Big 3. Brockton is 3-1 in the Big 3, so New Bedford could really use a win today for the conference. They could use a win overall, but of course it would help them in the conference tie Brockton. And I don't know if Brockton has any more conference games coming up.
And you can see, well, I don't know if you see you can see there on the left side of your screen, Neil Macedo trying to talk to the squad. I mean, he has experience, so I'm sure in his 36 years as a head coach, he's seen everything and has seen leads like that. And then what you're trying to do is the squad going back on the floor, they got to find a way not to be totally deflated, because this can end quickly. To be honest with you, if you just tuned in halfway through each of the sets, you would have said New Bedford's the better team. They should win 3 sets to none. They squandered a 5-point lead in set number 1 late in the set. And in set number 3, they squandered a 9-point lead. And I think Durfee here, if they're smart, they'll just play as they've been playing late in the sets instead of kind of just sleepwalking their way through the early parts and like, oh, we got time, we've got time. Oh, we're way down now and it's almost over.
Come out aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, New Bedford is in a position right now, if Durfee can play well at the start of a set, it would be, New Bedford would be hard pressed, I think, to recover. But if you give them enough time and they start to play well, you never know. However, if you're New Bedford, you're thinking we've got a 5-point lead. If you've got a 5-point lead, what are you thinking? We've had this one multiple times and not been able to handle it. Here we go, set number 4, Bell Almeida. Service ace to start.
That's ace number 4 for Bell.
Dipping serve. That's Adorno into the net. Again, it's amazing. If you watch early in the sets, you would say
how
Durfee.
they start.
Yeah, Durfee has no chance.
But they lead 2-1. Oh.
Riley Curran on the service line for Durfee. Their setter. Matos.
Nice.
Drilled one.
That's her 10th kill of the night.
Take a look at it, Pete.
Nice set, and then just boom.
The hammer.
Handle.
Lily Garnett serving for New Bedford. There was Gibney. Then Adorno.
What a block!
Blocked by Russell.
She has been so impressive at that net tonight.
That was just square on.
Wants it power, but right into her hands.
Garnett. Service ace. New Bedford up 5-1. It's hard to get excited about a 4-point lead with New Bedford here tonight. Matos, Garnett, Matos.
It's in.
6-1. And Durfee right now is thinking, we got him right where we want him.
Yeah. It's worked
This
for
is
us all
perfect.
night.
This is perfect. Down 6-1.
Again, Russell with the block. Number 29. She got some help this time. Matos and Russell.
Garnett, Matos, Carvalho was there. Russell there for New Bedford. Now Matos. Curran sets to the outside. Raposa, it's out.
And a timeout quickly called, I believe, by
Durfee. 8-1, New Bedford leading it.
You're so right, Joe. You can sit here and say, oh, New Bedford's got this. But we saw what happened last time.
Yeah,
They blew a 9-point lead.
And I'm sure the Whalers are thinking subconsciously the same thing as is Durfee. Like, okay, we're down 8-1. What's the big deal?
Right. Been there, done that.
Pete, of course, you remember 2004, right? Down 3-0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
After having, in 2003, seemingly the ALCS within grasp, and not seemingly, it was there, right?
Yep.
And then in 2004, you're down 3-0 to the Yankees, and the Red Sox found a way to win one game, then game 2,
then another,
and then 3. And by the time you got to game 7, and it was 3 games apiece, you were like, it doesn't matter how much they're behind or whatever the situation.
Isn't there a movie coming out about that?
That'd be a good one.
Yep. I'm not sure I don't know if it's a Netflix stream or something that's coming out. So within the next few days. Russell again.
New Bedford up by 8, 9-1.
Watch this block by Maya Russell.
If anything, if you're New Bedford here, you have to just say, hey, you know what? We got to put our foot on the gas here.
Yeah.
We got to go up by 20. We can't be like, oh, we're up by 8, no worries. Yeah, you've lived it a couple times here tonight. Almeida over safely. Carvalho, that's an overpass. And Matos puts it away. Ivy Matos. 10-1 New Bedford.
12 kills.
This is the reason Neil Macedo retired. By matches like this.
But the excitement brought him back, right?
Barnett to the outside. Matos played it right. Don't give them any points. Make sure you play out every point. Don't worry about the big kill. Durfee in trouble here, and that's exactly what you wanted. Another one out. 11-1 New Bedford.
Don't let up. Be curious to see what happens.
Don't let up, Pete. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
It'll be curious to see what happens the next couple of points here.
New Bedford has continued to play well here. Matos just over safely. That's the right play in this situation. Barnett could not get there.
Now the key is, I think, to just realize, all right, that's just 1 point. Don't suddenly give up a run to Durfee here.
Yeah, no question. Once you're up by this amount, it's all about, we can trade points back and forth. Just don't give up a bunch of easy points. Make them earn every point. Oh, it's good.
That's in.
Right on the line.
And this is where things could turn.
11-3, a couple in a row to Durfee. This is where you're New Bedford. You can't let your collar get tight. Raposa serving. Garnett on the outside. Matos couldn't put it away.
Oh! Just over the head of Russell.
The tip by Reagan Gibney. 3 consecutive points.
You'll see this. Russell's right up front, but they just go over her head and the back row can't get there.
4 consecutive points.
Here we go. How many times have we seen this tonight?
And you can see Neil Macedo on the bench saying, okay, come on, let's calm down. Let's stop this run. That's Garnett. Matos. Again, make Durfee play every point. Garnett to the outside. Matos blocked. And it's out. New Bedford needed that, and Matos came through in the clutch. 12-5. You're up by 7, and we're saying they needed that point.
Yeah, I know.
That's how much we've seen momentum shift here tonight. Garnett, Matos, oh, blocked. On the outside, the tip from Gibney.
All right.
Garnett was there. Matos is there. That's Gibney into the net.
Now, if New Bedford can put a few points together here, I think it'll do wonders for their momentum.
13-5, leading it by 8.
I should say wonders for their confidence.
Yes.
Oh, alive. Oh.
Diving play
McAvoy.
there by Matos.
McAvoy couldn't get to it.
No.
Take a look here. So Matos gets the dig, but McAvoy just into the net, could not handle it. A rocket serve, huh?
Cross court, that's out.
Right to
our
Joe.
way.
Eight-point lead.
Outside, Almeida. Got a break. Hit the tape. The ball just fell. New Bedford back up by 9, 15-6. Ivy Matos.
Well-rounded player at the net, at the service line.
Yep. Almeida. Durfee was there. It was Raposa. That's Gibney. Almeida was there. Kept alive by Durfee. Almeida. Gibney. Punched over by Garnett.
Whew. We've had some long volleys in this game.
Points. Well, when you fail to come up with real kills, that's what happens. If you're just playing the ball over, the points are going to be long. Kills finish off points quickly. The cleaner you play, it's 1, 2, 3 point.
This match is now 2 hours old.
And this is still only the 4th set. Durfee down 7, 15-8, up 2 sets to 1. Well, Durfee's helping New Bedford here, as they have in every set. We have to say that. Service errors.
They've had 13.
16-8 right now. New Bedford leading Durfee. Scoreboard hasn't changed yet. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Our scoreboard is right. The one here in the gymnasium says 15-8. Gibney. Garnett over safely.
Nice play by Burgos.
Okay, they got it up to 17 now, so both scoreboards synced up. Ours on your television and the one here at the gym.
Oh!
Soto into the net.
Oh my goodness.
Service ace.
Gibney has struggled a couple of times with service errors, but she comes up big there with an ace.
And she had that long run when Durfee was down by 10 points in set 3.
She put that one almost in the same place. Antenna.
Another point to Durfee. Back to within 6. Garnett to the outside, Almeida. Gibney was there. Raposa.
In the corner. Rodriguez unable to get to that one. She has been all over the court tonight, but just could not make it to this near side.
And New Bedford will call a timeout. Kiana Decker is not going to wait. 9-point lead has been cut to 5. Same point in the match in every set.
That is Durfee head coach Kelly Beaulieu. I guess she's telling her, hey, don't worry. We've done this before.
Yeah, exactly, Pete. We've done this many times. As I said, back in 2004, once you got past it was 3-1, you thought, you know. Once you got 3-2, then you start to think, maybe there's something here. Yeah. And then, you know, with the clutch at bats from David Ortiz, and then you get, you know, tied at 3 games apiece, you're saying it's like impossible that the Yankees will win here. "20 years ago now, Pete, right around this time of the year, right?
That's right.
Almeida, but Durfee was there. And another point. For Durfee.
I'm glad to see Sarah Rodriguez getting up laughing because I think they caught each other. Rodriguez and Soto.
Gibney refuses to give New Bedford a cheap point here. She's done it in back-to-back sets now. And Durfee's just going to play it here and see if New Bedford. Chance here, it seems. Durfee will keep it alive. That's Garnett. Almeida. Durfee is there.
And another point.
And Raposa colliding with Curran, but got it over. Durfee to within 3.
Watch the play here. They
Raposa,
collide, but
middle
they get
of the
it over.
floor.
Gibney still serving.
She refuses to get off that service line. That's Almeida. Oh, finally. Back line. 18-14. New Bedford will sub in Ava Kaplan.
And Russell is back at the net. See if the Whalers can put some points together.
It's Gibney. Middle of the floor. That was just a push attempt from Emily DePina. Raposa on the outside. Almeida plays it over. A lot of cautious play here.
Oh, into the net.
And then Raposa put it into the middle of the net. New Bedford back up by 5. Service error by Kaplan. Ball was out. She'll check out. Rodriguez checks back in.
She doesn't spend much time out of the game, does she?
No. Arvalo serving. Almeida. Garnett will play it over. Durfee is there. Raposa down the line. It's out. Point to New Bedford.
New Bedford
back up by 5.
And they're 5 points away from sending us to a 5th set.
Almeida. It's a service
nice.
ace. New Bedford back up by 6.
Bill Almeida with 5 service aces. It's out.
Well, all of a sudden, Raposo has played very well, struggling with a few bad errors. That was an extremely bad error. She put one into the middle of the net, and then that one way out when it was not a difficult ball. She was not trying to do anything with it other than get it over, but just really a bad error.
So now you've got Fall River coach Kelly Beaulieu. We think she's saying, okay, let's start playing now.
As we have many times.
New Bedford needs 3 points to send us to a 5th set, which,
And who knows what will happen
as
there.
Joe has always said, anything can happen.
When you go to 15. Based on everything that's happened tonight, if New Bedford plays it the same way they have, they'll win easily.
Right.
By 15,
Only
they've been
15.
They've been way out in front.
Let's see if Durfee can rally again.
Very tough here. Oh, kept alive by Raposa. On the outside, Matos. New Bedford to within 2 points of taking set number 4. Played over safely. Garnett on the outside, Matos. Again, Matos, oh, that's way out.
Unlike her tonight.
Yes. And you know a name we've not called much here in set number 4? Jocelyn Adorno.
That's true. Left-handed. She's got a hammer as a serve, but not much in this set.
Almeida to the outside, Matos. And there she is.
Could not do it.
Adorno with Matos winning that battle. Adorno, I should say, with Russell winning that battle.
Yeah, Russell just could not put it back over the net.
Garnett to the outside to Matos. Durfee is there.
Trouble.
That was number 2, Avery Antunes. Durfee to within 5. If they come back here, Pete, this will be something I have never seen before.
Definitely a memorable senior night.
And
too much from Russell.
out by New Bedford, 23-19.
Whalers have 1 timeout left. Durfee does not.
To the outside to Matos. Durfee is there. That's Adorno. Garnett.
Trouble.
Carvalho. Durfee has been able to keep these points alive, and they do again. Matos on the outside off the tape.
Oh, Rodriguez wants a tip, but she's not going to get it.
No, it was the tape.
Referee shaking his head.
That was the tape. If we watch it on replay, watch here, it's going to hit the tape. It was definitely off the tape. It's a service ace.
And look at your score now.
23-21. New Bedford calls a timeout. Pete, this has been unbelievable.
It is. I don't think I've ever done a game like this with you.
Again, New Bedford had a 9-point lead here again in set 4. It's down to 2. They were down by as many as 6 here at 23-17.
And look at that team huddle. There's no stress there.
No, they've like, we've done this.
They're
We've
laughing.
already done this 2 times tonight. This is only the 3rd time we're trying to come from behind. In set number 1, they were down by as many as 5 multiple times. And down the stretch meaning when it was 22-17, down by 5, which is a lot that late. They were able to come from behind and win set 1, 27-25. They lost set 2, 25-18. New Bedford seemed in control. Then set number 3, the Whalers were up by as many as 10 points and lost 26-24 with a huge stretch run, down by 9 late in that set.
Riley Curran with the serve.
Serving. Oh, and Garnett. Looked like a point that Durfee was going to win for sure. With Garnett up against 2 players for Durfee, including one of them was Adorno.
Set point.
Lily Garnett. Adorno. But Garnett was there. And the outside Matos off the block. Russell plays it over. Adorno. Tipped over by Antunes. Ball's up in the rafters. No, that's 4 hits.
And the Whalers win.
Whalers take set number 4 by a score of 25-21.
Wow.
Well, anyone who tuned in tonight to watch, let's say an hour or so, hour and a half maybe of girls volleyball, well, you're getting some bonus time here. We're over 2 hours. Right now, about 2 hours and 10 minutes with set number 5 still to come. Of course, the rules for 5th set, mercifully, they only played a 15.
And what do they play?
Team switch sides once you get to 8. One team gets to 8, you switch sides of the floor. Two teams that have had a difficult season. 4-10 for New Bedford and 6-8 for Durfee. Pete said at the beginning of the match here, 2 teams evenly matched. We could have a good one. Well,
I guess
pretty
so.
much. Nostradamus has joined us at courtside.
And looking at the power rankings once again, seems like I did this hours ago, but the latest power rankings from the MIAA came out this morning. And here's how the teams match up. In volleyball, the top 32 teams advance to the playoffs. You can also advance if you have a 500 record. Right now, New Bedford is 36th, and Durfee is 40th. In field hockey, New Bedford's 36, Durfee 20, so they are in contention for a playoff bid. Boys soccer, Durfee is number 32, New Bedford is number 42 right now, and girls soccer, Durfee is 43, New Bedford is 47.
But on the boys' side of things, New Bedford has a better than 500 record.
They do. They do.
As you mentioned earlier,
did I say
Pete,
7 ties?
7 ties for head coach Masarako's squad.
And a tie is, well, it's not a win, but it's not a loss.
Exactly. It's considered positive.
Football, the top 16 teams qualify, and you have to have at least 3 wins. Right now, New Bedford is 19th. They have a record of 1-4, so they would have to win their next 2. I believe they have 2 games before we get into the playoff seedings. Might be 3, but I believe it's 2, so they'd have to win both. And Durfee football is currently ranked 25th. All right, set number 5.
Well, we know one thing. There will not be a set number 6.
True.
Other than that, who knows what will happen here. New Bedford has had fast starts in all 4 sets.
Which
2 sets they lost. Yeah, if they do that here in this set,
That would help.
yeah, it certainly would help, and it might be enough. A fast start might be enough. They've had slow finishes.
So this is the Durfee side of the floor. They're on the right side, New Bedford on the left, both teams in red.
Riley Curran serving. That's Matos, could not finish one. Raposa.
Oh, nice.
Garnett kept it alive after a diving play by Soto.
Rodriguez.
Could not get there.
She's grabbing her back after getting up from that one, but I hope she's okay. Seems to be.
1-0 Durfee. Curran, another fine serve by Curran. Point to New Bedford. That was a carry.
Coming in for New Bedford is number 10, Maura McAvoy. She'll replace Soto.
Garnett serving. Matos was blocked at the net. And Russell.
What a nice move. Maya Russell's having a good night.
Just put one away, middle of the floor. A little bit of an overpass on the return of serve. Garnett serving.
Out.
That's Antunes.
This is the way New Bedford has started.
3-1, leading it here in set 5.
You see some of the decorations there, the streamers on the door. It was senior night here tonight for the Lady Whalers.
Adorno into the net, 4-1 New Bedford.
She's had times where she's really shined tonight and other times where she struggled. Either hitting the ball too strong or into the net.
Lily Garnett. Raposa. She's had her ups and downs. She's had a few real weird plays like that one where it didn't even come close, and then at other times she's been excellent. 5-1 New Bedford. That's Antunes, but New Bedford is there. Matos over safely. Back to Antunes. No, Raposa. Matos, dig there by Gidney, and then now Raposa. Again, New Bedford is there. That's Antunes, blocked by Russell. Oh, it's good.
It's in, what a
Maya
shot.
Russell.
Woo, she's having a day.
Maya Russell.
Watch it again here. Maya's going to go up and just drill that into the corner, inbounds, point New Bedford.
6-1 New Bedford. That's Adorno.
Now
And it's out.
I would think if your coach Kelly Bollier, and she calls a timeout, yeah, she's got to tell them, look, we can't.
We don't have the runway.
Right, we can't let this happen again.
Yeah, we don't have the runway of 25.
New Bedford is now 8 points away. And what do you think a victory would mean for the Whalers?
Well, obviously it's huge because of the self-administered adversity.
Right.
You did it to yourself, but you're like, you know what? We were resilient. If you lose, conversely, you say, how did we lose that? I mean, we had it. It was ours. Multiple times. We could have won this in 3 sets and been home eating dinner by now. But instead, we're in set number 5.
Lily Gunnett will go back to serve for New Bedford.
That's Garnett setting for Russell. Carvalho played over by Durfee. On the outside, Matos.
Oh!
The hammer, but it's out. 7-2. Durfee players are saying, here we come. New Bedford is holding their breath a bit.
Oh,
Service ace.
could be, right?
Raposa. 7-3. Matos gets it back. It's out. Neil Macedo is arguing with the floor umpire, and he's going right back to the bench again. He's like, oh, I can't believe it. We used to see this for years. Again, we can't tell here. I don't know if we have a replay. I don't know if he's arguing about a deflection on the block.
I think that was the concern. That's why they didn't call it right away.
Garnett, Matos on the outside. Another kill for Ivy Matos. Team switch sides. Everyone picks up their stuff and they go over to the other side of the floor.
I'm watching as Neil Macedo walked right by the floor umpire. He had some words, and
He's still talking to him.
I saw the floor umpire like point, like go to your bench. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have that one on replay. A couple points back. New Bedford up 8-4. Rodriguez serving for New Bedford. Stephanie Rodriguez. Tipped over by Barros. Middle of the floor. That was Adorno. She could not put it away. Matos.
That's the point.
9-4 New Bedford.
6 points away. That's the play. It was out.
So the question is,
in my opinion, there's no doubt it was out, but the question was whether or not it was tipped. And the chair umpire did not give the ruling right away, so I think they were.
Obviously, he didn't see the tip. That's Matos. Durfee had kept it alive again. Matos, that's Carvalho. They'll go to the outside. Gibney blocked. Durfee keeps it alive with Adorno. Matos, it's out. Oh, they'll say it's tipped.
And now Coach
Matos
Bowyer
jumping.
Can't believe
for
it.
joy. Let's see if we have it on replay.
It was definitely out, but was it tipped?
I don't know. Let's go back again if we can reverse it.
Maybe
come back.
Right there at the net, maybe.
Oh,
it either went through her hands or.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Great job in the truck, guys. That is so close.
It looks like it's almost impossible for it not to be tipped. Does it not? It looks like it.
It had
like
to be.
How can it not have been tipped?
Right. So Durfee calls their final timeout as Coach Kelly Beaulieu just could not believe that. It was definitely out, but.
Yeah. So the question is, was it tipped? It looked like it had to be. It wasn't, obviously, if it was a finger tip because the trajectory did not change significantly.
Right, right. Oilers need 5 points. Let's watch it again. So here we have the set, and the question is, does the girl on the left tip it?
I don't know. Now I look at it, it looks like it almost went to the left of her left hand.
Yeah.
But if it did, it split between 2 defenders and just went past her left hand. It did not look like the ball's spin changed at all. On the outside, that's Matos with a tip. Durfee is there. They keep it alive. And Lily Garnett won a critical point in set 4, and she's done it again here. 11-4. New Bedford up by 7. Stephanie Rodriguez.
Oh, misplayed.
Violation there by Curran. Riley Curran took her eye off it. 12-4. I'd like to say New Bedford firmly in control, but
not tonight, the way it's gone.
Curran. Point to Durfee. You just kind of knew it at 12-4 that the Durfee had to get a point on that play. Now Adorno. Jocelyn Adorno.
She's got a powerful serve.
Matos. Here's Adorno. Has to go over here now by Gibney. Matos.
In.
(13-5) New Bedford.
Just watch the kill here by Matos.
Just hammered it.
Oh.
They're going to go back to the outside to Almeida.
That's out.
It's out. Durfee point. 13-6. Durfee substitution.
Maddie Ferreira comes back to serve.
Off the tape.
Oh, wow. Kept
But
alive.
Garnett kept it alive. Looks like it was going to be a service ace. The Barrows could not finish one off. Gibney. Almeida on the outside. Oh, violation called against New Bedford.
I think they called it on Naraya Burgos, just based on her reaction.
13-7 New Bedford. Oh, off the tape. Durfee is there.
Oh, and they score again.
That was Emily DePina.
We're not done yet.
Seen limited playing time,
Look at DePina here.
but she's made a few good plays. New Bedford calls a timeout. They don't want it to get any closer than 5.
Right, right. They've seen that slip away a number of times tonight. That is Coach Kelly Beaulieu trying to get her team to rally one more time tonight.
Been close to,
2.5 hours.
yeah, working on 2.5 hours, and it's also been close to something you wouldn't tell someone and have them believe. This would be like a movie script. You'd say, nah, nothing like that could ever happen.
Nobody will believe that.
No, especially if Durfee comes from behind.
Durfee won the first set 27-25. New Bedford came back 25-18. Durfee won the third 26-24 after being down by 9. And New Bedford won the fourth 25-21. Here we go.
The service ace for Maddie Ferreira, her third of the match. (13-9). New Bedford leading Durfee.
Oh, you know, player tying the shoe.
Blocked at the net, and it's out.
Wow.
13-10. Barnett tried to catch Durfee off guard. They were not. Oh, it's kept alive by Durfee and then New Bedford. Outside Gibney. Almeida was there. Big point for New Bedford. 14-10. They were starting to reel a bit.
See, it goes off to the side and then a diving attempt, but just out of the reach of, I believe that was Riley Curran.
Riley Curran indeed. New Bedford with 4 set points. That's a service ace. And New Bedford prevails. They defeat Durfee in 5 sets. Scores: Durfee 27-25 over New Bedford in set 1. New Bedford over Durfee 25-18 in set 2. Durfee over New Bedford 26-24 in set 3. New Bedford over Durfee 25-21 in set 4, and then in set 5, New Bedford 15-10 over Durfee.
What a night.
That'll do it from the Beardsworth Gonzalves Gymnasium on the campus of New Bedford High School, where for a final time, New Bedford defeats Durfee in 5 sets. Scores of 25-27, 25-18, 24-26, 25-21, and 15-10 in favor of New Bedford. They win it in comeback fashion. For Pete Braley and all of our staff here at the New Bedford Cable Network, I'm Joe Cabral. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a good night, everyone.